Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Radhika. Thank you so very much for being here. If you're catching this as a replay, I'm so grateful for your presence, and I promise to come live as often as I can. So, thank you very much for watching. I do upload a daily short with a card for today. I also have a weekly forecast. So there is one that is available for this week if you'd like to receive some guidance, which is probably not a one-on-one response to your question, but something else, then you can watch those videos. If you're joining me live, hi and welcome. Good morning. Thank you very much for tuning in. Ishika is here. Hi, Sanchita. Welcome. So good to see you. Dipali, welcome. Tisha, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, everyone, for being here. All right. So, yes, we're doing one on one questions today. I will be taking all your questions. Good morning, Navya. Hi, Shri. Welcome. So, if you're joining us, thank you very much for being here. Don't forget to say hi in the comments below. Do not forget to like this broadcast, it would mean the world to me. Also, please let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. That would be fantastic. All right, so let's get a few tech questions out of the way. Want to make sure you can hear me and see me. Yes, we're taking one on one questions. I offer tarot card readings in Hindi and English. So if you have a question, please let me know in the comments below. If you'd like your reading in Hindi, then I'm going to request you to type Hindi once you've written your question, so that I know while I'm pulling a card for you and interpreting it, then I will do that in Hindi. All right, Priyanka. Hi, Priyanka. Good morning. Thank you so very much for being here. Katie's here. Hi, Katie. Thank you so very much for tuning in. All right, fun fact, if you're just joining us, do not forget to like this broadcast. All right, and thank you very much for being here. Let's start taking your questions without further delay. Let's move into this amazing energy. All right. Hello, 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 and welcome. Yes, the first question is Ishika's. Hi, Ishika. Any timeline on it currently on physiotherapy? So, Ishika, I normally do not do health related questions, legal questions, money related questions. However, I can look at like overall well-being and overall energy specifically and see when will you step into the best space for your well-being, and will that happen by the end of August? There is a chance you could sort of move into full healing through then. And let's also pull cards for September and October and November. All right, I think things are actually going to start working well for you very, very soon. I think the cards are so positive. You're on the right track. The universe is definitely supporting your healing. All the very best. I think you should see major improvements and good things coming by the end of this month. I also see next month extremely, extremely good for you. So, all the very best, and I hope this resolves itself for you sooner rather than later. Thank you very much, Ishika, for being here. All right, amazing. Tisha, hi, Tisha, welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. If I look here, it's because I'm reading your question, and I look here to answer your question. Okay. So sorry if my eyeball movement is a bit crazy at times. Sometimes when I rewatch the videos, I'm like, where was I looking? Like, why am I looking at so many places? So I sort of vowed, I promised myself that I would look right there. All right. So Tisha, you're asking, what should I choose? BBA, BCom, or any other courses? All right. Let's see. What are the cards saying for you in this moment? You're asking at BBA. We're also looking at BCom, or is there something else? I think that BBA has the best card for you in the moment. I think BCom will require you to make certain decisions, and you'll have to figure out what is the best way to go about it. Anything else, I feel, in this moment with the three options that you've given me, BBA, BCom, or something else, BBA has the best card. So I'm going to answer that for you. All the very best, and thank you very much for being here. All right. Hi, Shree's asking, do tarot predict the future? So here's the thing. Tarot can offer guidance and some sort of timeline, but prediction is a very you thing. So the way I explain this to everyone is, suppose someone comes to me, or I go to someone. Let's do that as an example. Suppose I go to someone and I ask them, "Hi, when do you see me getting married?" Because fun question to ask. And they say, "Well, Radhika, we feel that with the way energies are currently moving, next year is when July, next year is maybe when we see you meeting someone." So suppose I'm unhappy with the answer. And I'm like, July is too far. I'll be a year older by then. I don't want to wait this long. And so I start working on this intention or on this desire subconsciously or consciously. Then I have the possibility to manifest it sooner. On the other hand, if I think, well, July, that's too far, I'm going to focus on something else. Maybe I want to start my business. Maybe I want to do some work. And in the process, the desire and the energy that I felt about manifesting a life partner gets reduced, gets diluted. So I probably honestly may not even meet the person next July as the tarot reader had predicted. So prediction is a very you thing. It is very dependent on your current energy when you ask the question, as well as your future energy. So it's like, hold on, today I feel a certain way about being with this person, about manifesting a particular kind of job, about moving abroad, etc., etc. But as I move forward in my life and different situations and experiences come, I may or may not be equally motivated or serious about the question that I asked, in which case the predictions go off and on. So that's how I answer prediction questions, is that it gives you a certain sense of, all right, okay, this is where I'm at, this is where the universe is working for me. All right. Now, what we tend to do with that information once we receive the tarot card reading is on us, and then that sort of changes the prediction. All right. It is our action on that we take after receiving a prediction that ultimately decides if the prediction is going to hold true or not. All right, that was a very long answer, but we do get a lot of prediction questions, so that's how I tend to answer it. It's like that. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Hi, Katie. Aisha. Aisha's asking, why did Omar Azhar said no to this arranged marriage proposal? Why did they say no? All right, let's see. What was going on in their minds? I think that they were looking for someone who was probably more financially well off, more successful. I think that they were I feel that there were financial reasons behind this. Also, I feel that they were not really able to connect with your energy as such. So financial, as well as I think that they weren't able to see a friendship moving forward with you. So that's what the cards are saying today. All right, Sanchita, hi. How long before Ashish commits are we meant to be? All right, let's answer that question. Are you guys meant to be? The cards are positive around that for today. The question says, the cards say yes, there is an emotional connection, there is something to explore here. So by when will this person commit? All right, will they commit by the end of the year? There is a chance. I think that there's going to be some major change in your life in this relationship, and I think that the both of you have to see if you sort of come out of this strong and together. And after that, I think you will have better clarity. So the way I see it is that there's some big change, some big event, something that is going to happen, which will, not for the lack of other words, but test whether you're the right people for each other. So I think that event needs to go, that needs to happen, and then you will sort of move forward stronger. So I feel there is one thing that that needs to happen before you sort of click together. That's what I want to say. All right, thank you very much for being here, Katie. Katie's asking, please, Michael's feelings for me. All right, Katie, let us see what are Michael's feelings for you today. All right. Michael's feelings. All right, Katie, let's pull cards. All right, once again, I feel that there is beautiful energy that surrounds you. I think that they are an extremely loving, kind, and beautiful person, self assured, someone who's at peace with themselves, someone who's done a lot of emotional healing. So they're very connected to themselves and they offer that kindness and that love and that compassion to those around them as well, which is why I think you feel it. I feel you're also in the right space to receive this love and to receive this energy. The way I see it about a relationship forming is that I think that you're thinking more strongly about a more structured relationship, about giving it a name, about giving it a title. Whereas I feel they're still more in the emotion of it, they're more in the feeling of it. I'm not sure if they are in a space where they are ready to label it. I think that they will get there. The cards are suggesting that they will get there, and the cards are positive about that. Give it a little bit of time. I get a lot of positive energy for you, Katie. A lot of positive energy and a lot of good cards and a lot of confirmation. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Okay. Who is next? Raymond. Hi, Raymond. Not sure if you're still here, but I'm now reading for you. Raymond asks, will I hear from Fabi this month? If so, what will she want? All right. Let's see. Are you going to hear from Fabi this month? That's a yes or no question, and I will answer it as such. Unlikely. I am not sure that you will hear from them. Also, I'm not sure if they've been 100% honest or transparent with you. I'm not really sure. There is something good here. I think it's just been like a lot of heavy energy for you. So best to move on. All right, Raymond, thank you very much for being here. Mansi Malik. Hi, Mansi. Thank you very much for being here, Mansi. Samir's feelings for me. All right, Mansi, we're going to pull cards and see what are Samir's feelings for you. All right, I think that they really want to be with you. They may be trying to convince their family or convince their friends. I think that they are interested in sort of being in a relationship with you. I do see some blessings and beginnings coming forward from the universe. However, I feel that this will take time. All right, there is no shortcuts. You will have to, if people need to be convinced, whether it's your parents, their parents, if certain criteria or conditions need to be met in order for this relationship to move forward, that will need to happen, and that will be a task. I feel that it is going to involve a lot of hard work, a lot of focus, a lot of and I think that my message for you today would be that are you really interested in taking this forward? Are you really interested in building this? Because I think that along the way, this will give you a lot of unhappiness. I think that you will always have to prove yourself. You will always have to prove to others around you that you're worth it, that you're the right person. I think that even though there is a future and that it does look beautiful, I feel that it's not going to give you that sort of openness and love and happiness and joyfulness. So I'm going to ask you to really think about whether you want to be with this person or not, because even though relationships are hard work, there is no moving around that. Relationship should sort of lead um, to a happy outcome, and I don't see a very happy outcome in the future with this person. Although in the present I feel that it may look good, but I feel that in the future it might be a little difficult. So be very mindful about making that decision for yourself. All right, that's what I want to say to you, Mansi. All right, thank you very much for being here. Amazing. All right, Navya. नव्या बोल रहे मेरी प्राइवेट जॉब का इंटरव्यू मैं इस मंथ कब तक दे सकती हूँ? इस मंथ के एंड तक दे सकते हैं कि नहीं, देख लेते हैं. हाँ, कार्ड्स अच्छे दिखा रहे हैं. 15 अगस्त से पहले क्या चांस है? चांस दिखा रहा है. All the very best. Cards positive आए हैं, Navya. Thank you very much for being here. Dipali, hi Dipali, welcome. Dipali is asking husband Prabhat feelings for Dipali. All right, let's see उनकी क्या feelings हैं आपके लिए. What are their feelings for Dipali? All right, let's see. I feel that there's good energy, there's positivity, there's happiness. I think that if you want to start something new, if you've been going through some tough times, if you've been going through some struggles, fights, etc., I think that there is a chance of a resolution. All right, that's what I want to say to you. But overall, today, energy looks good for this moment when you ask this question. Yep, blessings coming your way. All the very best, Dipali, and thank you very much for asking. Thank you, Shri, for helping us moderate this feed. Priyanka is saying, Hi, यूनिवर्स गाइडेंस की मंदिर में या स्पिरिचुअल चीज़ों को देखकर कभी कभी बहुत है स्पेशली शिव जी से रिलेटेड मुझे क्या करना चाहिए इज दिस बैड all right Priyanka is this bad personally if you ask me I don't think that it is bad at all I think that आपको अब मैं ये हिंदी में जवाब दूंगी क्योंकि आपने क्वेश्चन हिंदी में लिखा है मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि ये बुरी बात बिल्कुल भी नहीं है आपको इनको ज़रूर एक्सप्लोर करना चाहिए कि क्या ऐसा होता है जो आपको इतना भावुक बना देता है मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि आपको अपने बारे में कुछ नई चीज़ें पता चलेंगी कि आपको किन लोगों के साथ जुड़ना पसंद है किन जगहों पर जाना पसंद है हम सबके लाइफ में ऐसा एक मोमेंट आता है जब हमको डिसाइड करना पड़ता है कि कम हम किन लोगों के साथ जुड़ना चाहते हैं किन जगहों में जाना चाहते हैं किन किस पाथ पे बढ़ना चाहते हैं और मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि एक जैसे जिसे कहते हैं स्पिरिचुअल अवेकनिंग जो हम ये समझना शुरू करते हैं कि हमसे हमारे माइंड से ऊपर भी एक ताकत है इस दुनिया में और हम उस ताकत के साथ जुड़ना शुरू करते हैं तो मुझे लगता है वैसी एनर्जी आपके लिए आ रही है आपकी तरफ बहुत अच्छी पॉजिटिविटी है ब्लेसिंग्स आ रही हैं अगर आप कुछ मन्नत मांगना चाहती हैं कुछ करना चाहती हैं तो वो मांग सकती हैं यूनिवर्स आपको सुन रहा है आपकी सारी मन की जो इच्छाएं हैं उनको सुन रहा है तो आपकी तरफ ब्लेसिंग्स भी आ रही हैं ऑलराइट प्रियंका ये है मेरे लिए आज के लिए आपकी रीडिंग हाय टीना आई एम वेल हाउ आर यू डूइंग थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर बीइंग हियर Sakshi is saying general guidance for career and love life. All right, Sakshi, let's pull a card. One for career and one for love life. All right, let's see. For career, you need to get focused. You need to get alert, use your intelligence. I think that you're moving in the right direction, especially if you're manifesting a job or a promotion. I feel that you are in the right space. So use your voice to manifest it for yourself. Remember to not let your voice get diluted. So sometimes I think what happens is that we tend to say things that we don't really mean. We tend to say things because we want to feel like we're one in the team or that we should be loved or appreciated. What this card to me is saying is that your voice and your words are very important. So please be very mindful of what you say. All right. Think about the fact that what you say is coming true. If what you've said were coming true, if you had that magical spell, if God gave you that spell which said that every word that you say will manifest, everything that you say will manifest, then you would be very careful about what things you would speak, isn't it? Because all of those things will manifest. So inherently that is the power that all of us have, that is the power of manifestation, that everything that we voice, everything that we put our words to does manifest. So think about how powerful that is and what an absolute gift that we have. In terms of your love life, I feel that you've been doing the work and that you're making the right choices, whether it's about saying yes to people or no to people, whether it's about getting on an app or not getting on an app, whether it's about taking conversations forward via WhatsApp or text message or phone call. I feel that you're in the right direction and you are manifesting a partner. I feel that that energy is also coming towards you. So those are my guidance for you. Thank you very much for being here. Hi, Tina. Tina's asking, have I met my future spouse? All right, let's see. We're going to do a yes or no and we'll answer that question. All right, Tina. Tina, have I met my future spouse? No. The cards today are saying not yet. All right, thank you very much for being here. Devandari, hi. Devandari is asking, what is my current energy? All right, let's see. What is your current energy? Your energy is sort of stuck in the past. Why do I feel that you're always thinking about what could have, should have been? You are ready to channel new energy for yourself. You're ready to step into a new path for yourself. You're ready to create new relationships, love, laughter, happiness in your life. Blessings from the universe are coming upon you. You're bringing all of that good energy into your life. Just stop focusing on the past. There is a very bright present and future ahead for you. All right. So that is my message for you today. Thank you very much for being here. Oh, if you were asking about current energy, it would say that you're still focused on the past. You need to shake it off. All right. Hi, Ritz. Welcome. Ritz is asking, when can I expect? All right. Let's answer your question. Let's see. Can this happen by the end of the year? All right. Is there a possibility that this is going to happen by the end of the year? Let's find out. Yes, there is a chance. How about September? Is it going to happen before September? Also a possibility. Maybe by the end of this month as well. All the very best, Ritz. I hope it manifests soon, soon, soon. Hi, Hard Rain Entertainment. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. All right. Rupali, hi, I am well. How are you doing? Jamie, yes. Jamie, I don't see your question. Um, I don't see your question, Jamie. Do you have a question? If you're still on the live, can you please put your question in again? I would be grateful because I can't see your question. Um, you, I see that you said, okay, I told a lot of them today. What else have you said? I can't see what else you've said. So if you're still live, can you please put your question again? I promise I will answer it soonest. All right, next question we have today is Hydrate Entertainment. Do I have an ex that wants to reconcile? All right, let's see. Is there an ex that wants to reconcile? We're pulling a yes or no. As of today, in this moment, I will answer this question. Okay. Yes, the cards are saying yes. So a lot of relationship energy is surrounding us, I feel, as a collective. All those who have joined us today, lots is happening for us relationship wise. I feel lots moving forward in the right direction as well. All right. Thank you very much for asking your question. Okay, let's see where else. I think Jamie left. I will keep searching the feed to see if Jamie has come back. All right, where are we? Rupali is asking, what impression did I leave on my colleagues while my visit to the office? Thank you for liking the broadcast. What impression did you leave? All right, let's see. Was it a positive impression? Yes, I think that they see you as someone who's hardworking, who can bring a lot of positivity, a lot of changes, a lot of growth, a lot of expansion. I feel that they see that you're a really good fit into their energy and into the organization as well. You bring in a very different set of skills and talent, which they really appreciate. I think that if there is one thing that I would like to say, to be cautious towards, what I would say is that maybe they feel that they still need to figure out how you will be able to integrate into the team. So they're still trying to figure out how you can, begin to become a team together. But in terms of your effort and input, I think that they do see value in your work and your presence. What they are still trying to figure out is how you can sort of work collectively as a team. I think those things need to be ironed out, but good energy otherwise. All right, so Siddharth is asking, will I have a pleasant stay at my grandparents? All right, we're going to answer that in a yes or no. The cards are saying that there could be a few arguments here or there, minor disagreements, but remember that with respect and mutual love and admiration, things can sort of work out. So I think in the beginning there might be some tish tash, but I think it's going to smoothen out as your stay continues. All right, thank you very much for being here. Kratika Vashisht is asking, which months in 2025 will be good for me? All right, let's have a look. What months of this year will be good for you? Let's look at August. August looks like a good month. Um, and then I feel that September, October, you are asked to get in touch with yourself, stop listening to other people. Remember, you're in charge in your life. Remember to stay strong and confident in your abilities. I feel that November also looks to be nice and positive, and yeah, you're gonna make some big life decisions. So we've got some really good energy for you, especially this month and November onwards. All right, thank you so very much for being here. Hi, Poonam. Yes, thank you so very much for being here. Energy for the government job I'm preparing. Will I get it? All right, Poonam, let's see. Will you get this job that you are working towards, that you're preparing for? All right, let's see. What are the cards saying for your preparation for today? What are the cards saying for your preparation for today? All right, I think that you're on the right track. Remember to give yourself breaks between your study period as well. The cards are bringing in blessings today, so I think it's going well. All the very best, and thank you very much for being here. Yes, amazing. Will you get it? Will you get it? There is a chance, but don't lose focus. Don't lose steam. Do not get distracted. Okay, give it your best shot. All the very best, and thank you very much for being here. Hi, Dhara. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Dhara is asking current feelings for me. All right, let's see, Dhara. What are current feelings for you? I think that they are interested, but they are not sure if you're the right person for them, if you match their energy. I think they think that they're very ambitious, very confident, and they're trying to see if you match their energy. You are asked to bring a new sense of energy and positivity into your life. Dhara, I feel sometimes you still live in the past. You still think about if that had happened, if this had happened, dumb. I think that there is an opportunity for you to take this forward. There is an opportunity for you to make a go of it, but you have to renew and revitalize your energy. You have to shake off the old, step into the new. You have to work on yourself, be the best, most amazing version of you that you can be. All right, you have to match that energy, match that confidence, match that vibe, match that that energy. That's what I want to say. I think that you if you really want this to work, I think you will have to work on yourself and work on your ability to be the right person for them. All right, that's what I want to say, because they are very fast, moving forward quickly. There's a lot of growth, there's a lot of acceleration, there's a lot of good things happening in their life. All right, there's a lot of, and you have to sort of match up. That's what I want to say to you, is that you have to go. All right, that's what I want to say to you. All right, thank you very much for being here. Hi, Lion. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Where are we? Sorry, let's see. Bhargavi. Hi, Bhargavi. Thank you very much for being here. Bhargavi is asking for general reading. All right, Bhargavi, let's do a general reading for you. You are ready to become the best, most amazing version of you that you can be. You are ready to shine. You are ready to express yourself. You're ready to be in deep alignment with yourself. If there is anything or anyone from the past that is holding you back, that is telling you that you cannot be this person, that they're basically afraid of your brilliance. They're afraid of this beautiful woman that you can be. You are reminded to stay in touch with yourself, to remember yourself, to know what an absolutely brilliant person you are. You have a lot of fire, you've got a lot of passion, you've got a lot of good energy. And what this card is suggesting is that you have to stop listening to people and you have to trust your intuition, trust your guidance. You're moving in the right direction. The universe is working in your favor. All the very best to you, Bhargavi. All right, Hara, thank you. This is my office. Seashell, hi, good morning. Thank you very much for being here. Rupali, what does Mayank think about me after seeing my WhatsApp DP reels? What do they think about you? I am not sure if they're really thinking too much. I think they see it and then they move on. I don't think they're paying a lot of attention to it. I don't think that it is top of their mind. All right, Seashell. Oh, and then I spoke in Hindi and they're like, okay, not foreigner. Love that. Priyanka, you're welcome. Dhara is asking career guidance. Career guidance, focus on what you love doing. Continue to build on that. Excellence is required, hard work is required, patience, perseverance. You have to enjoy what you do, because then and only then will you be able to give a lot of your time, effort, hours, and energy into it. If you don't like what you do, then you will give up. You will not feel like doing the work. And in order for you to gain success in your life, you have to put in hard work, you have to put in the hours, you have to go for it. And if you're not enjoying it, then you're not going to go for it. So make sure you enjoy what you do, because hard work and patience and perseverance and excellence is the name of the game. All right, thank you very much for being here, Thara. Abhishek, does Sakshi like me or has she moved on? Does Sakshi like you or has she moved on? Let's ask that question. Does she like you? Does she like you? I think there is a chance. If you want to make a go of this relationship, I would say you could give it a chance. But remember, she's a very happy, very vibrant, very beautiful person, and she doesn't need you. All right. She's not that person who's going to come to you because she's like, oh my goodness, I'm so lonely, I'm so unhappy. I want to be with you. Please take me back. I don't see that energy with her. I think she's in a very happy space. So if you want to make this happen, you're going to have to put in the effort. You're going to have to do the work, but there is a chance. All right. Thank you so very much for being here. I hope that answers your question. Hi, Preeti. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Preeti is asking मेरे लिए general reading. प्रीति, अगर आप कुछ सच्चे दिल से चाहती हैं, वो मैनिफेस्ट होने के चांसेस हैं. बहुत सारी पॉजिटिव एनर्जी आपके लाइफ में आ रही है. अगर आपके पिछले कुछ दिनों से या हफ्तों से एनर्जी ठीक नहीं है, ऐसे लग रहा है कि लाइफ में कुछ ऊपर नीचे चल रहा है, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा, तो कुछ बड़ा आपकी लाइफ में होने वाला है. आपको एक बड़ा डिसीजन लेने का मौका मिलेगा, जिससे आपकी लाइफ आगे के लिए बहुत बहुत बदल सकती है. ठीक है. तो अभी पुराने चीज़ों पर ध्यान नहीं देना है, ऐसे हो जाता, वैसे हो जाता, नहीं मेरा तो मन नहीं है, नहीं मुझे तो करना नहीं है, नहीं मेरा तो ऐसे, नहीं ऐसा नहीं. ठीक है, वक्त है, अपॉर्चुनिटी है, कर लो. ओके, और आगे चल के कार्ड्स पॉजिटिव है. बस ये पास में नहीं रहना कि नहीं मन तो नहीं कर रहा, ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे नहीं. ठीक है. All right, thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Thara, for helping moderate the feed. Will Jaber return to me? Lion is asking. Yes or no में जवाब दूंगी. All right, cards बोल रहे हैं no. Today, cards are saying no. All right, Priyanka. Hi, Priyanka. Priyanka said, I'm doing internship. Okay, I want to know कि मैम मेरे वर्क और मेरे वर्क को फ्यूचर में यूज करने के बारे में क्या थॉट रखती हैं. Should I have to work there? क्या वो आपके काम और आपके काम को फ्यूचर में यूज करना चाहती हैं? इस सवाल का जवाब दे देती हूँ कि क्या वो जो आपकी मैम है, वो आपके काम को या आपके काम को फ्यूचर में यूज करना चाहती हैं, हाँ या ना? नहीं. मुझे कार्ड्स आज नो बोल रहे हैं. क्या आपको वहां काम करना चाहिए? आज हाँ या ना में जवाब दूंगी. कार्ड्स बोल रहे हैं कि धीरे धीरे वक्त आ रहा है यहाँ से आगे बढ़ने का. All right. All the very best. Thank you very much for being here. आज जो कार्ड्स ने बोला मैंने बता दिया. प्रतिभा, हाय. इजाज, लव मी. लेट्स सी. इजाज, लव मी. हाया नाम में जवाब दूंगी. Yes or no. प्रीति. No, sorry. Pratibha Meshram. Pratibha, I will answer your question. Ijaz, love me, yes or no? Yes or no? Cards today are saying no. Pratibha, card today is saying no. Preeti, general reading कर दिया आपके लिए. Sakshi Bandana. Hi Sakshi. Sorry, Sakshi Bhadana. Sorry. Sakshi, career guidance. All right. Let's see. Career guidance for you, Sakshi. Let us see career guidance for you. You are moving in the right direction. The universe is supporting you. I think that you will have the opportunity to gain more things in the future. I feel that there is a big change coming into your life when it comes to career, but it will be change for the better, for the good. And I feel that yes, there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of change that is coming in. Yep, I see change. I think that you're finally going to begin focusing on what you love doing, what you enjoy doing. I'm not sure if you want to work in a place which has friends, but I feel that wherever you end up, it's going to have a lot of good energy, good vibes, friendship, laughter, all of that energy, definitely. So big changes are coming into your life, career wise. And I think that it's going to end things in a really good way. I think you're going to be so happy for all the changes that actually happened. And when will, let me ask, will the changes and all of this transformation finish by the end of the year? Yes. I think you're going to start manifesting a lot of good things, a lot of good energy, a lot of positivity, big changes, but big growth and great momentum moving forward. All right. Thank you very much for being here, Sakshi. Ritika is asking, what does S think of me? All right. What does S think of you? Let's see, Ritika. What does S think of you? Amazing. What does S think of you? Ritika is asking. All right. I feel that they are trying to see if you're the right person for them. I'm not sure if they're really in the right space. I'm not sure if you're the right person for them. I'm not sure if you are really should be with this person, Ritika, or should. I think you're a very accomplished, beautiful, strong, intelligent woman. I think that you've got a lot of good energy going for you. I think you are led by certain fear, uncertainty, or doubt, which is why you want to connect with this person. But this person's not the right person for you. I do not see a very positive relationship or energy with this person. You probably at this point should move away. I do not see you flourishing or growing with this person. Okay, Ritika, that is my reading for you today. Rupali, if you lead them, then you're going to have a tough time trying to figure out how to work collectively with them. All right, so it might take a lot of effort on your path to make sure that you are able to keep them in line. All right, thank you very much for being here. I did remember that card, which is why I was like, hold on. Maybe I have to interpret it differently if you're the manager. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Deepika, hi, Deepika. Thank you for clogging the feed, my love. I mean, the number of times you've asked this question is thank goodness I'm on a computer. And I was barely affected by the fact that you put your question 100 times. But we're answering your question. We're asking, can I expect reconciliation this month? It's a yes or no question. I will pull a card and I will answer it as such. All right, Deepika, let's go for it. Amazing. There is a chance, yes. The cards are pointing towards a yes. All the very best, and thank you very much for being here. Ramya, hi Ramya, thank you very much. Ramya is asking, क्या अरविंद मुझे प्यार करते हैं? रम्या, हाँ या ना में जवाब दूंगी, ठीक है? हाँ या ना में जवाब दूंगी, जो कार्ड्स बोलेंगे वो बोलूंगी, मुश्किल. आज कार्ड नो बोल रहे हैं रम्या, आज कार्ड नो बोल रहे हैं. All right. Hello, 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 and welcome. My goodness, so many people have asked their questions so many times. Ritz, thank you, Ritz, for trying to moderate this. Thank you, Thara. Deepika, Ritz, thank you, thank you. Hi, Starlight Studio, welcome. Thank you very much for being here, Starlight Studio. One card for you. You got it. We're gonna answer your question now. Um, Starlight Studio, one card for me, please. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Amazing. You are destined to live a very beautiful and amazing life. Happiness, joyfulness, laughter, good energy surrounds you. You're stepping into that space where you can really begin to feel all of that happiness in your life. I would say that be very mindful about giving and receiving. Make sure you have a karmic balance, all right? So there are ways you're receiving a lot of blessings from the universe. Make sure that you also give back. All right, make sure you create opportunities where you can give back, give of your time, of your energy, of your love, of your money, in whatever shape, way, or form. The cards are encouraging you to start giving back into the universe. You're stepping into a good phase in your life. Things are looking very bright and very positive. Just remember to be kind and offer your love, time, and energy to those around you. All right, Sangeeta. Hi, Sangeeta is asking, can I become an IFS officer by next year? All right, let's see. Is that on the cards for you, Sangeeta? Let's see what the cards are saying today. Can you become an IFS officer by next year? All right. I think that the cards are saying it's a little difficult at the moment. You have to put in a lot more effort. I think that you might actually get something else that you might take up. I think that another opportunity or something might come up for you that you might take up. This IFS journey and the UPSC exam is looking to be very stressful. I think you're not going to be able to give it consistent effort. I think it might drain you and make you not feel good about the space that you're in. So the cards are pointing towards a no. The cards are saying maybe it's time for you to look at something else. A blessing or a beginning might be coming into your life as well. Okay, Sangeeta, that's what the cards have said today. Remember, if this does not resonate with you, you can totally let it go as well. Nayan Bhandari, hi. Nayan is asking, what's coming in my future? All right, let's see what's coming in your future. Nayan is asking, what is coming in your future? All right, I think that you are stepping into a place where there's a lot of love, happiness, joyfulness. Things in family, at home, emotionally are looking very good. I think there's going to be a lot of healing, heart connections, heart opening, heart relationships, all of that really good energy coming into your life. Great relationships as well. So good relationships, good things that have at home with family, a lot of love, a lot of healing, a lot of positivity, a lot of laughter. That is the energy that I get for you today. All right, thank you so very much for being here. Okay, hi. Let's see. May, hi May. Hassan's current feelings for me, and should I move on? All right, let's have a look. May is asking Hassan's current feelings and should I move on? All right, let's see. What are his current feelings? I think that he is sort of in a space where he's trying to figure out what makes him happy. I think that he is not very interested in relationships at the moment. I think that he may be looking to spend time with himself. I do not see him initiating any romantic relationship at the moment. I think he will always be trying to play catch up when it comes to matching your energy and your vibe. So, your question is, should I move on? Let's answer that. Should you move on? Yes, you should move on. All right, thank you very much for being here. Navjot, hi Navjot, hi. विपिन महाजन की करंट फीलिंग्स क्या है नवजोत के लिए? ऑलराइट, लेट्स सी. विपिन महाजन की करंट फीलिंग्स, मुझे ऐसे लगता है वो अपने लाइफ में फोकस कर रहे हैं, आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, अपने लिए नई डायरेक्शन, नई एनर्जी चुन रहे हैं. पैसों पे, काम पे उनका फोकस है. आगे जाकर शायद लव के बारे में सोचेंगे, पर अभी नहीं। और राइट, तो आपको वेट करना पड़ेगा, काफी लंबा वेट करना पड़ सकता है, साल भी लग सकते हैं, क्योंकि अभी करंट फीलिंग्स मुझे उनकी ऐसे लग रही है कि वो काम की तरफ ज्यादा और लव की तरफ कम है इस वक्त। All right, thank you very much for being here. Hi, Rupali's asking, does Mayank want to get in touch with me? Does he want to get in touch with you? There is a chance, yes. Does he miss you? Possibly. Cards are saying yes. What was your other question? Any feelings developed for me in the period of no contact? Have any feelings developed for you? Let's have a look. Not really. I think they're still trying to figure it out. But when you said, do they want to get in touch? Yeah, I think they sometimes feel like they want to get in touch, and they sometimes do miss you. But I'm not sure if they've developed any feelings. All right, so that is my card, and thank you so very much for being here. Okay, Siddharth Jay Krishnan is asking, will my manifestation come to fruition? All right, let's have a look, Siddharth. Will it come to fruition? It's going to take some time, it's going to take some hard work. I think you're still in the dreaming phase. You need to get into the action phase. All right, you're still thinking, still dreaming. Action is not happening. So, gotta put action to your words, my friend. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks, Starlight Studio. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. Thank you for your compliment. I received that with a grateful heart. Thank you. All right. Amazing. Hi. I think we're sort of reaching the end of um, this feed. Where are we? All right. Okay, Deepika, we've answered. Pratibha, we've answered. Starlight, Nayan Bhandari, I think we've answered your question. Pretty sure I have. Ritz, thank you for helping moderate the feed. Nayan, I've answered your question. Sangeeta, Priyanka. आज हो सकता है इसलिए नो आया हो. Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you, Priyanka. Hi, Runal. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Runal, what's next for me in Korea? All right, Runal, let's see what is coming up for you in your career. All right, let's have a look what is coming ahead for you in your career. I feel that you're confused about which way to go. Remember that there is progress on the right front. I think things are going to start looking good for you. I think maybe till September, if you're still thinking about making a decision about making a move, I think you're going to get clarity on that. I'm not sure whether you want to do something on your own, whether you want to go on an entrepreneurial journey. But I do feel that you're questioning a lot about your career. You're questioning about whether this is the right phase, whether this is the right people, whether this is the right moment, whether this is the right time. If you are in that questioning phase where you're like, should I, is this good, is it da 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 da, I think that October onwards, things are going to start looking better. You'll gain clarity, you'll gain understanding. And I feel that if you are looking for a promotion, if you are looking to switch, if you are looking for a better work environment, if you are looking, whether you want to do something on your own, whether you want to go and get a job, I feel that things are going to start getting better for you after October. Also, if there's an opportunity coming for you, do not be dismissive. I think there may be something that might happen for you, something that doesn't look like what you wanted it to be, but there is still an opportunity, something new coming in. You might want to look at that as well. So that's my reading for you today. Lots happening for you on the career front. There's a lot of upheaval, there's a lot of uncertainty, but I feel you're going to start finding your way through. And sometimes it's okay to not have the answer. Sometimes it's okay for you to just move through the unknown, move through that so that you can create something better for yourself. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Hi, Lilac. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Ishika, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Kamesh, hi, welcome. Kamesh is asking, how are you? I'm very well. How are you doing? You're asking, wanted to know about Remus. Okay, we are not in contact. You're manifesting a reconciliation. All right, will there be a reconciliation? Let's have a look. Will there be a reconciliation? Unfortunately, I do not see it happening. I feel they've probably moved on and they're very happy in their own life. I'm not sure that they feel being with you is the right thing for them in this moment. I'm going to invite you to move on as well. I do not see any sort of coming together today. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Empathy. Hi. Welcome. What are Fahad's feelings or thoughts for Mina? What are Fahad's thoughts for Mina? Let's have a look. Let's find out. What are Fahad's feelings or thoughts for Mia? Stress, tension. They're not happy with the direction that this is going in. Not sure if you're in the right energy, in the right balance. I feel that this is an opportunity for you to move on, to create something else for yourself, to move forward in the best way possible. I do not see any romantic reconciliation at the moment. Maybe after September, but nothing now. All right. Thank you very much for being here. All right, Nithya. Hi, Nithya. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Nithya is asking universal guidance. Okay, where are we? Nithya. There we are. Uh, Hi. Nithya is asking universal guidance. All right, let's pull some cards for you, Nithya. Let's see what the universe is saying. All right, I feel that things are going to start moving fast for you. If you're looking to receive any communication, any text message, any call, something that will let you know that things are moving in the right direction, you will see that happening for you. I also see blessings and beginnings coming into your life. You're probably being guided in the right direction. If the universe is pushing you somewhere, if you think, oh, I never really thought about this, but now I'm beginning to think about this, there are a lot of blessings and good energy, positivity, good partnerships, happiness, joyfulness coming into your life. All right, that's what I want to say to you. And thank you very much for being here. Sangeeta, you can ask, but you'll have to wait because, as you know, we're going in order. So we'll see when we have the opportunity to answer your next question. Hi, Chaya. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Chaya, angel message for me. All right. The angels are saying that you're holding on to a lot at the moment and you need to create a sense of free flow in your life. You need to open up a little bit. All right. There's a lot of happiness, there's a lot of positivity, there's a lot of good energy that is about to come into your life, but you're protecting yourself maybe from the past. You're holding yourself back. You're not giving yourself the opportunity to step forward and to shine and to say yes. So step up and say yes. Open your arms, open your heart, and say yes. All right. Good things are coming your way. All right. All the very best. And thank you very much for being here. प्रतिभा इतनी लेट बोला से इन हिंदी अब अगली बार ज्वाइन करना ठीक है इशिका हाय मेरी करियर में क्या आ रहा है ऑलराइट इशिका देख लेते हैं क्या आ रहा है आपके करियर में अच्छे चेंजेस नाइस गुड एनर्जी पॉजिटिविटी आ रही है आपको जहां सोच रहे हैं ना कि मुझे ऐसे कर लेना चाहिए शायद मुझे यहाँ ज्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए शायद मैं यहाँ कुछ कर सकती हूँ तो सही जा रहे हैं फोकस डिटर्मिनेशन डिसिप्लिन चीजें आपके लिए बढ़ने वाली हैं एनर्जी आपकी बहुत सही है ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट कार्ड्स बहुत पॉजिटिव आए हैं बहुत बढ़िया होने वाला है ऑलराइट Ishika, thank you very much for being here. Roshan is asking, when can I expect a job? Can you expect a job by the end of this month? Yes. The cards are saying you're on the right track. Keep going, keep going. The universe is supporting you in brilliant and beautiful ways. Yes, yes, yes. Amazing. Thank you very much for being here. Christo. Hi, Christo. What is coming for the next 14 days? All right, let's see. We're going to do a bit of a shuffling. What is coming towards you for the next 14 days? All right, let's have a look. what is coming to you in the next 14 days. Financial abundance and success will surround you. You're also going to make good waves in terms of relationships, finding the right people, places, opportunities. Good things are coming your way. I think you're going to leave a past situation behind. Travel may also be indicated. Remember to balance your energies and to stay calm and centered and grounded. If there is an opportunity for you to help someone, if there's an opportunity for you to be of service to someone, say yes to that and offer your services, your love, your attention, your energy, your time, your money to this person. All right, or whoever's asking. Thank you very much for being here, Christo. Swati, yes, can I ask A, current feelings? All right, Swati, let's see. What are A's current feelings? Okay, happiness, joyfulness, good energy, good vibes, lovely, lovely, good energy coming. All the very best. I think that if if you're not together or if you're not spending a lot of time together, I feel that that might be changing. All right, thank you so very much for being here. Hello. Sangeeta, we've answered. Srishti, hi Srishti, welcome. Srishti is asking, Abhineet, current feelings for Srishti, say in Hindi. All right, thank you. हिंदी में करंट फीलिंग्स, मुझे ऐसे लगता है वो घर परिवार के बारे में सोच रहे हैं, अपने घर परिवार को सिक्योर बनाना चाहते हैं, अपनी लाइफ को सिक्योर करना चाहते हैं, अपने आप को एक अच्छे मुकाम पर देखना चाहते हैं. आपके लिए फीलिंग्स में मुझे फिलहाल कंफ्यूजन दिख रहा है. वो अभी सोच रहे हैं कि क्या आप उनके लिए सही है या नहीं. उनको थोड़ा वक्त लगेगा, मुझे ऐसे लगता है, इस यहाँ तक पहुंचने में, समझने में कि आप उनके लिए सही है या नहीं. मुझे चलकर आगे का कार्ड ऐसे लग रहा है कि शायद वो अपने लाइफ में, अपने काम में आगे बढ़ जाएंगे. शायद आपके साथ मुझे एनर्जी बहुत पॉजिटिव नहीं दिख रही है अभी. जैसे मैंने कहा, वो अपनी लाइफ को, अपने घर को, अपने फाइनेंसेस को, अपने काम में वहाँ बहुत फोकस्ड है, वहाँ ज्यादा ध्यान दे रहे हैं, रिलेशनशिप्स में कम, कंफ्यूज्ड है, सोच रहे हैं आगे चलना है कि नहीं. मुझे ऐसे लगता है उनको काम में तो सफलता मिलेगी पर आपके साथ शायद नहीं. Okay, Srishti, thank you very much for being here. Aitija, hi Aitija, welcome. Deep Podar's current feelings for me. All right. Aitija, I think that there are little arguments. Maybe the universe is still trying to figure out if you're the right person for them, if they're the right person for you. I'm not really getting a lot of romance or positive energy towards this person or this relationship today. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, May. Amazing. Hi, Intentions of Sadia for Afan in Contact. Intentions of Sadia. I think that she's a beautiful person, very happy, very joyful. There's good energy as well, home wise. But I feel that there is something that is holding them back from making contact and taking this forward. I think that there is something, one confusion is there. You have to let go of that confusion because there is some confusion, misunderstanding, something, clarity is not there. You need to bring clarity because if you do not bring clarity, if you do not communicate, if you do not clear it, then it can lead to things going south. All right. So very important to clear communication, to have clarity, to express things, to communicate. If you do not communicate, if you're not open and honest, then things can go south. Right now, energy is good, but I feel there is some confusion in the future. All right, thank you very much for being here. Nusrat बोल रहे हैं, आसिफ की current feelings क्या हैं? आसिफ की current feelings क्या है? All right, let's see. आसिफ की current feelings क्या है? अच्छी फीलिंग्स दिखा रहा है, एनर्जी फिलहाल तो पॉजिटिव दिखा रहा है, गुड चांस है, कुछ आगे कर सकते हैं, बढ़ सकते हैं, एनर्जी अच्छी है. ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट. इसको शायद कुछ मतलब कमिटेड रिलेशनशिप चाहते हैं कि एंगेजमेंट चाहते हैं कि शादी चाहते हैं, वहां तक आने में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा. मैं ये नहीं बोल रही कि वाह वाह कुछ कुछ बहुत ही होने वाला है, फटाफट होने वाला है, बट ओवरऑल एनर्जी अच्छी है, फीलिंग अच्छी है. All right, Pratibha, yes, you can ask, but you're going to have to wait your turn. Aruhi, hi. Neelab's today's thoughts for Aruhi. Let's see. What are their current thoughts? Why are they stressed? Why are they unhappy? Nope, I do not see. I think that I don't really see them, to be very honest, being in this relationship space today. I feel they're very stressed. And I think that sometimes, Aruhi, you come across as a very vibrant, beautiful, amazing person. And they're like, I'm not sure if I can really match her vibe. That's what I want to say to you. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Yes. Hi. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Sangeeta, you can ask a question if you're still here. I'll answer if you're still here. Jyoti, hi. Shubham, today's thought about us, less contact. All right, let's see. Confusion दिखा रहा है, समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं कि आगे जाना चाहिए कि नहीं. I don't really see any romance. Sorry, do not see romance, Jyoti. Today, I think they're working on their future. They're working on their life. They're working on. I do not see any future romance today. Okay, hi Kiki, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here. Ragul, where are you? Ragul, hi. What Sanjay, you're welcome, Jyoti. What Sanjay Manohar currently thinking about Gitanjali in English? Okay, what is Sanjay thinking about Gitanjali? Let's have a look. They are thinking whether they want to make contact or not. They're thinking if they want to initiate contact or not. I think that they feel that there can be something here, but I also feel that they think that it's going to take a lot of time and effort and energy. They're deciding if the energy and time and effort is going to be worth it. I feel that there may be some past heartbreak or sad energy that is holding them back from taking effort today. They're still thinking, they're very focused on the past. Something unhappy from the past is still on their mind. They're unable to make that decision today. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Pratibha, Ijaz, current feelings, no contact, Hindi. क्या वो बात करेंगे? हाँ या ना में जवाब दे देती हूँ. um, क्या वो बात करेंगे? हाँ, चांस है, बट टाइम लगेगा. Okay, thank you very much for being here. Megha, hi, is there reconciliation happening for me? Let's answer Megha. I think at the moment, the cards are saying no for today. I think the cards are saying you need to spend time raising your vibe, coming into a place of happiness and joyfulness in your own being. I think the universe is asking you to focus on you and to bring that high vibe into your life. All right, thank you very much for being here. Srishti, you're welcome. Dhara is asking, will Karan go abroad? Let's see, yes or no. Today, mushkil. Today, cards are saying no. Krishna, Nakia Nareli wants to come back. Let's answer yes or no. Do they want to come back? No. The cards are saying no. Pastel Dreams, hi. Why does A barely see me, but when he see me, is really romantic? Are they romantic? Let's answer. Pastel Dreams. Are they romantic? Is he really romantic? Um, I think that they have good energies. They have, like, they are thinking about, okay, something can happen. They do see a potential future, but I'm not sure if they will take action. Okay. All right. Pratibha. Okay, Devandri. Hi, मेरी current energies क्या है? इस guidance क्या future में कुछ अच्छा आने वाला है? देख लेते हैं क्या future में कुछ अच्छा आने वाला है. आपकी एनर्जी को थोड़ा ठीक करना पड़ेगा. आप थोड़ा फोकस नहीं कर रहे हैं, अपने आप पे फोकस नहीं कर रहे हैं, पास्ट पे ज्यादा ध्यान दे रहे हैं. आपको अपने लिए एक टीचर, एक गाइडेंस की जरूरत है. उनके साथ बैठिए, टाइम स्पेंड करिए. ये मेरे लिए आपके लिए गाइडेंस है. Can't we've answered your question. प्रतिभा नो कॉन्टैक्ट, क्या वो आगे फ्यूचर में आपसे बात करेंगे? हो भी सकता है. All right. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Thanks everyone. I think we've answered all your questions. It's been over an hour. So thank you to everyone for your patience and your participation today. I had fun connecting with you and answering your questions. All right, with that, I'm going to say goodbye to you for now and to say thank you for being here. Swati's asking, will Pavan come back and will we marry? Will he come back? Unlikely. Unlikely. Maybe after September you can ask again. Today the cards are saying no. Rahul, we've answered your question. When Sanjay Manohar take action or message? I've answered your question. Please watch the replay. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Watch the replay. I've already answered this energy towards Gitanjali. I've already answered this question. Watch the replay. Okay, thank you everyone for being here. We've had a wonderful time. Pastel is asking, how will online dating work out for me? I would say that give it some time, all right? There is a good chance it might actually work out for you, but you've got to be very intentional and focused. All right, thank you so very much for being here. Captain of Starship. Out of many near death testimonies, a few expressed having a knowing that only around 2% of people ever make it to heaven. When sharing this, the response in this seemed to. I have no idea what that means. Sorry about that. All right, everyone, we're going to end this broadcast. Thank you so very much for being here. Brandon, hi. What does the whiteout I had in a dream currently mean or foretell? I am so sorry. I do not do dream analysis, and I don't think I'll be able to answer that question with the cards today. All right. Thank you so very much for being here, everyone. Once again, this is the end of the broadcast. I'll see you soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. Thank you.